Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Suzy Ward, channeling Matthew Ward, February 11, 2020. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Matthew. We express our profound gratitude to the Lightworker who was our message group's dedicated moderator for 12 years and to the owner and technical staff who offered their company's service when Yahoo stopped hosting groups. My mother thinks of all these dear souls as angels on earth. They are indeed. Let us now speak about quite a different matter, concern about the coronavirus. This laboratory-designed virus is more potent than its predecessors, avian flu, swine flu, N1H1 and SARS, but it will be no more successful than they were in causing a global pandemic. Extraterrestrial volunteers living among you greatly reduce the coronavirus's potency, just as they did with its forerunners. Thus, instead of being lethal to many millions, even billions, as intended, this virus's symptoms are comparatively mild. Many thousands have contracted the disease or have flu-like symptoms, but only individuals with severely weakened immune systems become so ill that they cannot recover. Thwarting the Dark One's efforts in that respect is not denying their free will. They still could design, store and release new viruses. However, after Ebola and AIDS were somewhat as destructive and fear-producing as the Illuminati intended, Gaia made her free will choice. No longer would her human population be subjected to mass illness and death from diseases created for that purpose. In honoring her choice, God authorized the volunteers to render all subsequent viruses as harmless as possible. Media's pandemic fear is the very same publicity given previous attempts by the Illuminati to cause panic and deaths worldwide. They are tenacious, but trying their hand at the same diabolical effort after repeated failures is a move in desperation. They need the energy of fear for fuel, and their newest virus was meant to provide great amounts of that for a long period, but fear and media hype will fizzle out just as they did in the other pandemics. Nevertheless, the society needs to start thinking, how can viruses suddenly pop up out of nowhere? Your medical establishment knows that viruses don't meander in the air for years before striking, and the Illuminati know that their minions remove viruses from storage and put them in vaccines or solutions that are sprayed by low-flying planes. Like all other actions based in dark intent, this, too, will be meeting its end. As for elections in the United States, we shall tell you what we have been observing in Earth's energy field of potential. Energy streamers around the candidates in all state and national races continue to zigzag because the vibrations registered by each of them and the collective thoughts and feelings about all of them keep changing. Most streamers that were slender in the beginning have lost ground while strength in the others has noticeably increased. Some streamers that were strong at the outset have weakened, and of all streamers that are strong in this moment, none has permanently advanced from possible status to probable, which precedes gaining the momentum that could lead to certainty. We shall address your questions and comments about ascension by summarizing information in prior messages and connecting the dots. It is important to understand ascension because it is the goal of every soul, in every lifetime, but in no way are we saying that our perception invalidates other views. We see ascension as a process, a work in progress if you will, that comprises innumerable events unfolding on two fronts. Earth's journey into progressively lighter energy planes is planetary ascension, individuals' advancement, or evolvement, in spiritual and conscious awareness is personal ascension. Density also applies to those two distinctions. Although dimension often is used to indicate density, we use the latter term because it precisely defines the mass, or location of a physical entity in a soul's evolutionary status, whereas dimension refers to various types of measurements. And energy has no demarcations. We and other messengers of the light use numbers only to indicate soul evolvement or devolvement in status, and advancement, or regression in location of a physical mass. As an example of how those differ, Gaia, the soul that incarnated is the planet now called Earth, and her body originated in high fifth density. Gaia retained her evolvement status all the while her body was spiraling down into deep third density location-wise, due to the negativity created by humans' brutality to each other and to their animals. Some advanced souls did embody on the planet during those long eras, but the populace was oblivious to those few spiritually and consciously evolved visionaries. That is to say, personal ascension is not exclusive to this time at hand, it has been happening ever since this universe was populated. Also, not all civilizations that have advanced consciously and technologically have grown spiritually, and civilizations in deep third density have little or no awareness of those three facets of evolution. During the eons, The planet was trapped in that depth of density. Gaia used her light to keep all of her life forms alive. 80-some years ago, when there was not enough light for the planet itself to survive, Gaia cried out for help. Instantly God authorized civilizations highly advanced in all evolutionary facets to beam massive amounts of light to stabilize Earth's axis so it gradually could right itself. The infusion of light also enabled her to jar loose from her mooring, and begin the journey back to her origin. Ever since then she has been on a steady ascension course, and at the end of year 2012, she left third density energy and entered fourth. Everyone living on Earth is ascending with her location-wise, and those who are absorbing the light that is available to all, are ascending in personal status as well. Light is essential for two reasons. It enables messages from the soul to reach the consciousness as conscience, intuition, instinct, inspiration and aspirations, and heeding those messages raises spiritual and conscious awareness. And, light transforms carbon-based cells into the crystalline structure that sustains body's viability in the lighter energy planes where Earth is heading. There is no definitive way to know if your cells are absorbing light. But being kind to people and animals, having an open mind, and feeling at peace with your conscience are good indications that you are right on track. Now then, from time immemorial, souls have made contracts that include what they want to experience in the next incarnation, and those contracts become parts of an agreement with other souls that want to share the lifetime. The agreements provide growth opportunities for all participants. Those who cause harsh circumstances do so to balance their own, and the others experiencing, so all can take another step up the evolutionary ladder. Many souls incarnate multiple times before they master a karmic lesson, such as patience, or generosity, or honesty. However, during this period of acceleration, which is without precedence in this universe, souls that incarnate on Earth may choose to complete all of their karmic lessons in one lifetime so they can advance to fourth density status. Not only souls that often have lived on the planet are taking advantage of this unique opportunity, souls from other third density civilizations also are embodying there for that purpose. They have two sources of assistance in addition to reciprocal help from the other participants in pre-birth agreements. Volunteers from evolved civilizations embodied on Earth to help her peoples awaken and advance in spiritual and conscious awareness, and strong souls are assisting the weaker by lovingly taking on parts of their heavy lessons so they can complete others. We add that a growing number of advanced status souls have been incarnating into the civilization. When you volunteers return to your homelands, they will continue choosing lifetimes on Earth to lead the peoples on an evolutionary course. Although personal ascension is not tied to planetary ascension, there is an influential energetic connection. All along Earth's course she has been encountering energy surges as her position relative to other planets in your solar system changes and Sol's actions come in bursts and lulls. All of that astronomical activity produces the higher vibrations that are affecting all of her humankind. One effect is the opening of hearts and minds of those who are absorbing light. Another is the magnification of characteristics and behavior. Good becomes better, bad becomes worse, and individuals' reactions affect their ascension status accordingly. Energy changes also are having physical and emotional effects. In previous messages we offered guidance to more easily adjust to the changes, which will continue all along Earth's ascension course. August 12, 2014 and November 20, 2017, messages include the most comprehensive information about symptoms and adjustment. All persons who embrace the light will ascend with the planet for the lifespan chosen in their soul contracts. During that time they will continue making choices, perhaps about relationships, employment, location, education, diets, and travel destinations, and they may experience the loss of beloved persons or animals, successes and failures, joyful occasions or financial setbacks. All of those, and other possible events are of personal significance. Now let us take a glimpse at forthcoming events that will have worldwide impact. Long-hidden truths will emerge. Warring, cultural traditions that subjugate women, unfair laws, and unjust justice, inhumane treatment of animals, and the unconscionable disparity between haves and have-nots, will come to an end. Volunteers from other civilizations who are living among you will identify themselves, some of the many crews in your skies will land, and all will greet you as the universal family members you are. Everything we have recounted is why we don't perceive ascension as a monumental event yet to happen, but rather the continuance of what has been underway for planet Earth for more than 8 decades and for countless souls throughout universal history. And, when Earth's peoples are living in the fullness of the Golden Age, they, and Gaia will continue their personal ascension journeys until they return to their beginnings in Creator. Beloved sisters and brothers, you are honored and loved unconditionally by light beings throughout this universe. Love and peace. Suzanne Ward. Website, thematthewbooks.com. Email, suzy@matthewbooks.com.